Hello and welcome. Today I am working with the Pink and Main flower cart pop-up dies, which are featured in the center of the screen. I received them along with these other Pink and Main products when I participated in the Scrapbook and Cards Today Crop and Create online card making retreat in the spring. Here is one of the cards that we made, and I will show you the others at the end of this video. I love this flower cart and wanted to make more, but I decided to alter it a bit. I like to send out A2 size cards, which are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And as you can see with the blue awning card that is similar to the one we made in class, it doesn't fit in the envelope. I made the pink and purple cards so that they do fit, and they are wider so that they have more stability when standing. So let's make the purple one together. I die cut everything I needed, and the first thing I'm going to do is trim off the tab on the front and back pieces of the cart. I'll use the decorative pieces to jazz up the awnings, front and back. And then I'm going to bend the awnings into shape where the stitching crosses horizontally. Next, I'll take the piece that holds up the awning and glue it to the back of the awning where the fold is, repeating this again for the second awning. I'm adding the trim to the wheels and the center pieces, and I cut 2 extra just in case I wanted to add them to the back of each wheel, but I didn't use them. The little circle with the hole in it will be for the front of the cart, and I will attach those later. I'll glue the big wheel onto the cart, lining up the center spokes with the base of the cart and making sure I only put glue on the top of the wheel. I'll glue the cart to the awning post by putting a dab of glue at the bottom of each post. So here I'm just doing the same to the back side and trying to line it up with the front, and then I'll do the same with the wheel. Okay, so here I'm showing you the modification that I made to the card so that it fits in the envelope and is wider for more stability. I cut 2 pieces of cardstock to 1 1/4 by 3 inches. And scored each of them at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1 1/2 inches, 2 inches, and 2 1/2 inches. Then I folded them back and forth and did this for both of the pieces. I'm going to glue the 2 accordion pieces to the inside of the cart, and then I will measure the space between the 2. This measurement will vary on where you place your 2 pieces, but it should be roughly 1 inch by 3 inches. This will be the inside panel to hold more flowers, but you could skip this part if you just wanted to add flowers to the front of your cart. I'm going to glue the panel between the folds, making sure it's between the same fold on each side, and I want to place it toward the top of the cart so that the flowers are more visible once it's all assembled. So you can see there's a gap between the panel and the front of the cart. Now I'll attach the back side of the cart. I'll add the glue to one side of the cart at a time, making sure the back is aligned with the front, and then I can go ahead and add the glue to the second side. When adding the small wheels, I want to make sure that it is attached to the front and back of the cart where the accordion fold is attached. You don't want to accidentally attach it to one of the inner folds. And then it needs to be at the same level as the big wheel so that it is well balanced when standing. Okay, now I'm going to add a little piece of cardstock to the top of the awning to give it a bit more shape. So I cut a piece of the purple cardstock to 3/4 inch by 2 inches and scored at 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and 1 1/2 inches. Then folded it in half and then folded the side pieces in to create an M shape. I'll put glue on the outsides of the M piece and then attach it to the inside center of the cart, making sure it doesn't stick out above the top of the cart. Okay, now I'll just add this decorative piece to the cart and finish it off, and then we can start decorating. I'll add the flowers and leaves to the inside panel first, and then I'll start decorating the front of the cart. wanted to bring the dark purple down onto the cart, so that's why I added it to the edges of my sentiment. All of these images are part of the die set, and you can buy the stamp set separately. I will link below to Pink and Main's site. Okay, that last part was adding Nuvo Honey Gold glitter drops, and I'll bring out the other cards that I previously made. Remember, the blue is the other version, and you can see the difference in the width. And now let's take a look at the cards that I made during the Crop and Create event. This class was taught by Michelle at Pink and Main, and we made 3 different cards. On the second card, we put the cart on the front of an A2 size card instead of making it a pop-up. And the third card uses a separate die called pocket dies, but adds the flowers from the cart dies. It was so cute and fun. I hope you enjoyed seeing the different ways to use these dies. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day.